to Same Book Three Time Zones, your book review podcast. Enjoy.
Hey people, this is Renee.
Bridget.
Felicia.
Melon.
We have a new host this episode 28 of Same Book Three Time Zones. I just heard Miss Melon.
Yes.
For the month of May, we chose. I didn't choose. I'm always say that because I don't want y'all to think I'm always choosing my stuff.
But we chose.
Okay, we chose it.
But they chose.
We chose our best Black author. We chose our
we
best
showed
Black
it.
author.
It's so good.
Renee Moses, people. We chose her since she didn't want to choose herself. We chose her.
Yay!
I can't wait to get into this.
Appreciate it. So we read Not Good Enough for You by me, A. Moses. Yeah. This is the fourth book in the series of the Harris sisters, and it follows the honorary Harris sister, their best friend, Lyric Phillips, and her journey after you learned in the other books that, you know, she'd been cheated on and she was cheating too, and that relationship was broken up, so she went searching for something deeper for her, just her life period, and she found herself becoming celibate, which is a whole different side of her, a different journey for her from what she was doing before, that free spirit thing that she do.
Can I just say that even though this is book 4 and the series is wonderful, it's great, each book holds its own, but I must say that Not Good Enough for You is book 4, but it's a standalone. I mean, you could just jump in it and not be lacking in anything. She goes back a little bit to give you a little piece of this person, a little piece of this sister. So, I mean, you could just get this book by itself and it'll be, so
you'll have some good reads.
That was the goal. I didn't want to make sometimes you have to read the other ones first. Like the first two are like that because that's just how they went. But I wanted each sister to kind of have their own thing, so you could read it on your own. So yeah, this definitely was like a start from scratch. Like if you don't know her, it didn't even matter.
Right. So yes, we got to know Lyric all over again, and
we showed it. I love her.
Yeah,
I like her.
Go ahead.
Oh well, let me go to my notes.
Where it started off at, T?
My notes say yes. It's like, no, Ellen Jamie, that man crazy. She said, when he had that sign, talking about some, she said yes, wedding tomorrow, baby in 9 months.
Right. It started off with Jamie's 30th birthday bash.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
I was cracking up. I definitely knew his personality from the previous. It is a standalone, but I knew him from the previous book, so it just cracked me up because I was like, "That's so his personality." That's fine. I was cracking up.
Right.
Yeah, that's my first note.
How you gonna propose to her at his birthday bash?
At his birthday.
His birthday bash.
Like something was up, though. So I'm just like, "How you playing your own birthday bash?"
And didn't want her to do nothing.
Yeah, I was like, what you got going on?
Let's see. That was chapter 1, actually. And then as the book went on, we got to meet some new people.
Dora is how you say it? Dora.
Yeah,
I got it as witch.
The devil.
Witch D.
She was the devil.
Say he don't want you witch.
Exactly. He did not want her.
I say he don't want you.
We got introduced to Emmanuel and to Courtney. What is that? EJ for short?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like EJ. We gotta fight.
Yeah.
Him and his wife.
Yeah.
But y'all know people like them. Stuck up.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Having a high position in the church, you think, people who not at that same position level as you, as lower class, or just demeaning them. And that was his sister. I mean, that was his brother and his wife, Courtney.
You see that a lot in like in the church, bro. Like that made me so mad. Like seriously, you in church and you think that position means that you're better than somebody else, but you're a Christian.
Right.
That's what gets me. Like, I mean, that's why I wrote them, because I've seen that. And I'm like, sit down.
Me too, a
like,
lot.
Sit down. What are you doing? Like that, because that kind of, it takes away from what people see, you know, because a lot of like the outside world, you know, when they're supposed to see a Christian person living out their life, they're supposed to see God in you.
Right.
And that's such a turnoff for a lot of people, but there are people like that.
Sure is.
Bruh, like, I had to put them in there because it's not every church, it's not everybody, but those people exist.
Right.
I had to be real.
Right. Right. And then that's what you hear mostly, you know, with people who don't go to church, who don't know God. It's like they draw the people who are not right in the church. Mm-hmm. And so this is who they see. So this is what they think everybody is like.
Right. And that makes me mad too when people say like all church keep going people are hypocrites. They just like the fire and brimstone situation. I'm like, no, we're not. No, but the ones that speaking the loudest, man, you know, they be the ones who act like that.
Yeah. So that family did act like that.
Yeah.
That was whew. They said the preacher kids are the worst kids.
Man.
Right?
Now that's true too. Woo. A word.
That daughter, man.
Sometimes it do seem like that the preacher's kids are the worst, but not all the time. It's just that
I ain't never seen it when they not the worst.
I've seen more that word out there than I have that word like really like, you know, because everybody of course
because they can't do nothing, so they go to college and they go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, I think you should give them that moment, like that, give them that time to do that, and then they'll, you know, get that out of their system and go.
Right.
So people take that and they're like, nah, this is it, because I don't never want to go back. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them they go back after they get crazy.
They need to repent, girl.
That's why I say raise them up the way they should go. Right. Get older, they'll come back.
Yeah,
exactly.
That world will whoop you, so it'll make you go back. Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Their prodigal son. Gotta go back.
I want to see what that daughter gonna get. That's another book.
Kiki.
Let me help you write that book as to what needs to happen to her. No.
That girl, yes.
Well, she got who she got, so that it's happening to her.
Wasn't that something?
Of all people.
Of all people.
Right. You think you got somebody, girl. You don't even know.
He Elijah actually he goes to go see her. What's the girl name? She was like, she gone already.
Oh yeah.
But he got this flyer, you know, you can go check it out. Like, and it was her sister, like a business, the barbecue place.
I wanted some of that barbecue.
I want some.
Me too.
I want some of that brisket.
I
all that food.
I wish I knew where that was at, because I would
now you're right. Where is that restaurant?
They in Houston.
Like, you know, I had them like in the West Chase area. Like I could see it. With all the black restaurants. I want the sauce. I want all that.
And so Letitia, we was introduced to Letitia when he went to the nursery, to the daycare, whatever, at the church, and his good friend Jordan. And
I like
them together. I know, aren't they the best? I love them. Love them. How long they been together? What, 5 years?
It's 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And he got some commitment issues, though.
He sure do.
Oh my goodness.
We see that all the time. People still married. I mean, together this day ain't been married.
10 years, 15 years, still ain't married.
Mm-hmm.
But we engaged.
Right. That's my fiance. Please.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got a whole family. What are you talking about?
I love what she said, if we ain't got no date set by the time they get married, I'm done with you.
Girl,
she ain't going nowhere though. She love them too much.
Right.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Nowhere.
Good people. He was a good friend.
So these past chapters, we've been getting pieces of everybody coming in at the beginning. You know, we met Ezekiel, his brother. and Savannah. Now them I love as well. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're the best. The best. The relationship that Elijah has with Ezekiel. I mean, you see that in your own household. You have some siblings that get along wonderfully, and then you can't stand one or two out of the bunch. Or two out of the bunch. But their relationship, I love it. I love it. I just want to ask, I know this is so like early, but are pastors, when you think of pastors, you don't think of them as okay, let me back up a little bit. Okay, yes, you hang around who you hang around. You can't help what people do with the drinking and the cussing and all of that. That's on them. It has nothing to do with the pastor.
Right.
But buying the alcohol,
yes,
what pastor you seen did that?
Pastor Elijah Grant, he bought her some wine because he know that she wants wine. And if he wants the woman and the woman wants the wine, he just gonna have to buy the wine.
I'm like, what? He already got her already set up and everything. I'm like, oh,
I just seen some pastors drink.
Like, okay.
Not just buy it, but drink, partake in it.
Yeah, I have seen. Yeah. Oh my God.
He didn't drink any.
So he didn't drink it. So
none of the men.
They first date though, like she told him everything on the first date. Like I was like, whoa.
Everything.
But you got to get that out because like
but she had a lot to get out.
She did.
I'd have been scared to tell some of that stuff.
I don't think I would have been able to do that.
It's like she, because it's like, you know, when you want something and you don't want it to like be going good and then bits and pieces, you know, and then it's like, oh, that was too much for him. So he's, because it's going to exist whether you say it now or later.
Right.
So it's like, just eat it out now. Like, look,
I get it.
What it was. But
it's just like, might as well get it out. So if it comes out, you know, you already know.
Right.
Like, the first day she told me that
choice. I'm like, you gonna make the decision. If we're gonna go on a second date, you need to know before you love me.
Because he ain't no regular person. This is a pastor. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know all my infidelities up front, everything. So if you
I used to do some stuff and I did it well.
I don't know. I wouldn't have told all later.
Well, me either.
I'd have left some for you to take me out another night or something. It's gonna take several days to get out.
She say, "Oh man, the way it came out, I did not see that coming at all. Because I mean, we already seen how Kiki was and how she just say everything. But they the girl. What was the girl name? The friend. She was there. She was like, she's not gonna say nothing to you because she don't know you.
Oh, Letitia or Savannah?
I think it was Savannah.
Savannah. Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah. She was like, let's go watch this show. You want to see this? Like, and here comes Wade.
Oh God.
Wade.
You done ran to the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like their relationship just took off after that first initial date. I guess it's because she's been thinking about this man for a long time, since she's been going there.
And he been thinking about her.
I liked it that at the end of the book, how you brought that in and to say when they first saw each other.
He knew exactly what she had on and everything.
They were really meant for each other.
And
I don't have a good memory like that. Dwayne do. He remember like when we first met, what he was wearing, what I was wearing. I have no idea.
Me
either. Idea.
Wait, I don't either.
I'm like, how you remember?
I can remember where.
Okay. So maybe you don't remember what they had on, but do you like remember the conversation and
I remember
the place y'all went?
Yeah, we was at a club. I remember that.
At a club.
I remember that.
You went to clubs? Not just
yeah.
Dang, I always thought y'all met on base or something.
Yeah, it was on base at the club on base.
Oh,
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the good old years. Anywho,
I be remembering everything.
You remember
I
everything?
wish I could.
You say you remember everything?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so he remembered what she had on and everything, and she realized,
Yeah, that was
oh,
sweet.
wait a minute, like you saw me this whole time.
That lets you know they were meant to be together.
Yeah, and
Right.
it kind of like went against what she believed. Like there were no meant to be's, but there were like, it's like nah, he saw you and you saw him, and y'all couldn't let go of that this whole time.
Mhm.
Didn't know it. So
The whole time. You're
Yeah.
right.
I said she didn't want to meet his people. She was nervous about it.
Well, anybody would be.
And he-
Yeah, you'll be nervous meeting the pastor, the family, who you think is way up there, so high on this pedestal.
Right.
And boy, and you have lived the life that you've lived and still not saved yet or quite there yet, because she could cuss a little bit.
see a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is that shirt? Wait, the shirt Talisha got on? That's her right there.
Kind of
What is
stingy
that?
because my kids, but I pray more than I cuss. I
Oh,
love it.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
good.
But yeah, she was.
I don't think she could pray more than she could.
Yes, he can.
No, I told August that when she was here because we both had the shirt on. And I was like, I really do pray more than I cuss. Ain't no way. She was like, whatever.
Shut up.
Unless you praying all day. No. Okay. No, but the new lyric, yeah, she probably
She
pray
did
more
try.
than
She tried. Yeah, she.
not the old one though.
I like
Oh,
how she
man.
was like really. You can see the change in her because she was struggling in the other book. Like you know, she was just a pop off. Mouth was just nasty, and then she toned it down.
She
Mhm.
did.
Pushed
She
her.
did.
Yes, unless she pushed it, and then she asked for forgiveness right after
She
and right
did.
before.
Yes.
Like God,
Right.
they
She
tricked
sure
me. I'm
did.
sorry.
Before.
Forgive me for what I'm about
We'll
to say
slip.
to them.
You slip sometime on certain things. And yeah, it's important to say, Lord, forgive me. Oops, I'm sorry.
Right.
Yes.
now Elijah. Now, when they went to that the flyer thing, that they had at the church, and he went there, and he went to the stand where she was at, and after he was acting all handsome looking and smelling all good and all that good stuff. When he took her to the side and he asked her out, wasn't he so cute?
That was.
So nervous.
Yes.
It's like, man, it's just so, because you don't think that guys that you're like kind of low-key looking at him, checking out, would ever be nervous about, because you feel like they have so much confidence, and then to see that she made him nervous. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You said,
I
let me come back and turn around. Like he
Like,
was
hold
like,
on.
I've been watching you for. Hold on, wait.
I'm not
Can I take you out? I
Like,
was like, yes.
you are
take me
stalkable.
out, babe. I love you already.
But yeah.
But I knew something that going back a little bit further before that, the girl who really wanted him, who
Dara.
the pastor wanted him to be with,
The witch D.
I knew something was wrong with her. I was like, something just ain't right. Why you don't like her? The way you described the way you described her in the book, and how she was beautiful and in shape, and she had good job and all. But then Elijah said her attitude, something within her just wasn't right.
Right.
Like, okay, so it's still something.
It had, I was just hitting that.
And it finally came out.
No, I think you had. Yeah, I remember that, and I think she had mentioned how she what was the word? Like she act like she cared about people, but she really didn't.
But she didn't.
And I was like, what did she do? Like, once we found out what she did, I was like, dang. Dang.
You didn't pray that time. No.
But that's what I didn't see that. I knew she did something, but I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his dad, how he was pushing her to him, and oh man, just wanted him to have her. I knew something was up with that too.
Like setting that
come to find out what he did. Oh my goodness.
I guess he said, if I didn't did all this, you gonna be with her. And I just said, nah, bro.
Yeah.
They would have kept that. I promise they would have taken this to the grave if it didn't come out the way it did, and like he fell for all of that. They would have never said
Right.
No,
Yeah,
they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
This part was so funny. It's not super major, but it's just so funny to me. I think it was Priscilla. It was one of Lyric friends. I think it was her, and she was just like, "I know you have gotten better because you so caught up to him, and you ain't even asked to get a picture. I mean, see what he got." Oh man, I was crying because it's just like, yep, she sure wouldn't have been like, I'm not. Right, if you ain't got what I need, like I can't do it. So why waste my time?
She was so out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's like people remembering that part of you.
Yeah.
You can tell when you change. Your close friends or people in your close knit circle, they can tell when you have really changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her mama, she did some changing.
She did. She really did. So what was their first date at? Was it where they go?
In the park.
They went to a seafood restaurant.
And then they walked the park.
Oh, then they walked the park.
Yeah.
Because
he didn't want to let her go. And then he called it after. I was like, oh, look at babe. He just I just love him so much. Y'all don't understand.
And she was like,
okay, so wait. Right, I was just gonna say that part.
What?
About him
having the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. He just like, I got us. God got us. But I got us too. It's dark out here.
Right? It's nighttime. You know where y'all at?
Yeah. I was like, I love him.
And that little church mother. She was a little.
What was her name?
Mother.
No, Talisha.
Yes, she is. She would have got a piece of my mind that day. Don't tell me, don't look at him. Nah, B.
Don't be looking at him. He already, and that's what she was saying. He already spoken for.
She got me messed up. She better respect me. I respect people that respect me. I don't care.
I would have went. You need
she
to go
probably
get
told her pastor
in the church. I would have went off.
Ooh, that would have been.
If what now?
Like she told the pastor about Lyric. Like Mama Jones was like type person who'll go back to like, you know that girl looking at your son? Like I can see her doing it. But
I mean, if she had said to Lyric face, of course she would. That my skin boiling. I don't like her.
Everybody, and then she still was talking to Letitia about that.
Yeah, she was just like, I just called her still.
She told her about her being engaged and still not married, and telling her what she shouldn't be doing with lady.
How about you get a life, and that way you won't be all up in mine. And she would have got it. She would have got it.
Yeah, she was a little.
She would have never said nothing else to me. She was.
You know, if you don't be like in the church, you know, they
it is. It's
y'all know I go to church. I done seen them all. I done put them all up in this book.
Yeah, that's good.
People think just because they old, they can just say whatever they want. Like, no, you cannot. I don't care how old you is.
You earn it right when you get older.
You do not.
You'll see.
It's just like you just don't, they don't care, and like you can't let it get to you like that. I mean, it does, but like I'm not gonna pop off. I'm
a pop off.
It's just a way you can say it.
It is a way you can say it. How she said it. Lyric did. She handled it to the point where, like,
she handled it good.
Conversation with God, and I'm gonna go on over here because I'm not finna.
Yeah.
But
she was good at excusing herself.
Did she go to God before she decided to say something to me?
No.
And she was in the church, y'all.
Just like she said something to me in the church, I'm gonna say something to her in the church.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
The two wrongs don't make a right.
Tell them.
You're right. And you sure right, but I'm sure gonna feel good about it. Super good. Right. It's gonna be all in my spirit. Feeling so good after I get everything off my chest. Yes, my spirit gonna be feeling so good. I'm be rejoicing that I didn't
let her make it.
Lyric was mad.
Please let her make it.
And she let it. She kept it inside of her.
Even Elijah,
I'm not gonna keep all that inside of me.
Elijah,
mad.
Was like, he kind of told her a little bit, but like
yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He just he saw her over there, and he's like, let me go help.
Well, see, one thing about it, I think, as far as that little mother, some little old mothers, what happens, I think, is they're sorrowful that they miss some good things they could have had in their life, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And now some of them can be jealous of the younger generations.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know,
True.
and
True.
try to hold you back. And there are some that will try and tell you things that you might not want to hear or know, but it is for your betterment.
Mm-hmm.
If not for now, for the future.
Yeah.
So I always say, take stuff in,
And like,
use what you can, the rest let it go.
Right.
That is, I agree.
She
You agree?
was like representing like those people like we in a church, and it's like they have dibs on like the church people, like the eligible church people. Because yeah, she was like represented like a like just a group to me in my head of people who do that too.
Oh yeah, she real.
Yeah.
And she was got my mind.
Young and old, like that's like because people do be feeling like that. Like
It be the old ones.
you ain't finna come in here and take him, you know. And then did she say something about did she say heathen? I can't
Then she said, "You just because you've been in church for 2 years."
Stop it.
Oh, she made me so mad, y'all. Oh,
yeah, she made me mad too. She made me mad too. But I was just saying, she was hating. She was jealous because she ain't got no husband. You can tell she one that ain't got no husband.
I would have told her that you need some DI in your life. That's what I would have told her all that. They would have been like, I sure would have.
You need to go in that line and repent already. You know, matter of fact, today.
I would have told her all that.
Yeah, you were gonna have to repent.
She would have been like, I ain't said nothing else to Talisha because I surely am ignorant just like you. I act just like you treat me.
And you wouldn't
good, I'm gonna treat you good.
And you wouldn't have got bae. And you wouldn't have got bae.
Well, I got him in my head, so I'm good. I'm good. Oh man.
And you know, like for them, I think it was on their second date. And she went to his house for their second date. He cooked for her.
Oh man, he cooked. Like it was like,
first of all, both of y'all
cook like that.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't been with nobody in all this long time. Why y'all trying to be alone? That's what I was saying to myself.
I was surprised
he trying to take on vacation and everything.
Huh? Because he been living his life. He not finna.
No.
Temptation never take a vacation.
Oh, that's good.
Right. That's right. Lyric all fine and looking good and short in stature and got this nice shape, and you want to come over? And you know what?
He lucky.
How she act with the wine?
He didn't know. Hey, he didn't know what's really the real her. That unsaved part
she
of her.
let it out too. She
said wouldn't have took long for her to backslide. So he was tempting fate.
Yes, he was
pushing it.
He was pushing it. And then
she said,
touchy feely and kissing her. I'm like, what are you doing?
No touching.
Now that's what I was wondering about that kissing. I'm like, now do they supposed to be kissing?
Putting his
that will
heat
lead to other stuff. You can touch me.
No, don't touch. You ain't no touching. These are adults here. Ain't
so
like
wasn't
that
sinful? Wasn't that sinful? Kissing.
Listen.
And it could be leading. It could be leading. No, I was like, man, you messing up. That's what I was saying to myself.
I thought that one of them was gonna give in. I did.
Child,
I would have.
To yourself.
She said, I would have.
Who said that?
Mel.
I did. I would be like, Lord, forgive me. But the Lord always prepared a way of escape. I just had to run on out that front door. He's out just said, Lord, forgive me.
We're going to pray after we do this.
Look what you made me do.
Something about
they did so good, man. I'm so proud of them. I couldn't have done it, but they did so good.
It had to be a hard situation for the both of them. She was like, I feel like you one of them people that be breaking people's celibacy. Like you need to like
somebody you ain't had it. Yeah, and it's some men out there like that too.
But he was enjoying that.
I'm celebrating.
Elijah, he was enjoying, to me, he was enjoying tempting her in that type of way. It wasn't like big, but you know what I'm saying? Like a touch here, a touch there, and like a little.
But it's because he wanted to touch her, though. It's not like he was just doing it just to do it, because it was like hard. But them little things that kept coming out of her mouth, like she was like, it was supposed to be in her head. And it kept
she said, I bet you taste as good as you look. I was like, what? he do what?
She was too much, man. I just laughed.
She was doing that before she was drinking. Like she just couldn't.
True. Yes.
Yeah.
True. She was.
I was thinking the same stuff, so I feel her. And she did good. I'm proud of her.
I liked how they interacted with the kids. At times she had to keep the little one on birthday or something, or took them somewhere. The little kids. They went
to the kids museum.
Yeah, and I love that.
That was so nice.
That was.
I love how you explained it to her.
Chance to let each other see how they go interact with kids, like the kids or whatever.
Like they kind of like were able to like the tag team that a little bit. So they
He spent
I
too
love
much
how
money.
He asked her too, though, because that's important. Like I don't just be talking to my nieces and nephews.
You remember she had called she called she was all right,
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, don't have no men around my kids. Like that's
yeah. I love that. Like don't love
and
it.
I love the way answers that they gave the little kids.
Oh yeah.
The mother and the father divorcing, breaking up, whatever. And the little girls, they're like, oh my goodness.
I felt so bad for her. Oh,
I did too.
So bad for her.
I did too.
Yeah. I love that they talk about it though, because a lot of times they just keep it in.
Yeah.
Lyric wasn't having that though. They know how they auntie is. If something bothering you, you better tell me. And she did. So that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I loved it.
So
it just made me love him even more, like the way he explains stuff to the kids.
I was trying to picture him.
You were trying to.
I was trying to see him. I couldn't get his face.
I don't have it either. I just know it's good. Like I can't. I keep trying to look for inspo. You know how they have like the inspo people, and I'm like, I have not found any of these guys yet.
I would close my eyes.
We know he's super tall and just.
And he's just
caramel.
Yes.
He's not skinny.
Yeah.
It wasn't skinny.
He can pick you up.
He got he big, but he not like real thick muscle, but he got he got
about a size 12 to 14 shoe.
He sure do.
Yeah, 14. 14. That's what we're gonna go for.
He sure do.
Long fingers.
Hey.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
We got that, but his face, that's what we can't get. I
don't like giving away the face because I be wanting people to like put your own,
I put my face. Oh, I see him now, girl.
Like I'll describe the body and stuff, and then maybe if it's like a mole or something, but not. I want y'all to just put that face.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get it.
I can't choose, since y'all don't like my taste apparently. So
not them people on television come up.
Sammy is fine, but that's it.
But Emmanuel, the pastor, his daddy, when he had preached that sermon, I thought he was talking about his family, was about to talk about his family some kind of way, but then he was talking about the lady and how she doing this and doing that and like judging her really in his story.
In the middle of it.
He is such a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? And
it's so many of them like that.
And only the family knows. Only the family would know because they don't show.
The church think he's so perfect.
Yeah, they don't show that side.
Right.
Unless you get close to the family. I was like, this big old hypocrite up there you are. He reminds me of the man from Greenleaf, that pastor.
I don't watch that.
Oh.
What's his name?
That old
the pastor of Greenleaf. You didn't watch it?
No,
I never watched it, but he reminded me of somebody
I
in
thought
the
you were talking
family.
about the younger guy, the one
No,
who
no,
wanted
no.
to
The daddy.
take
His
over.
daddy. Who?
I know.
I don't know his name.
Yep, I can't remember his name either.
But he reminded me of him. The way that he looked, I picture him to look like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I picture him to look like that. But anywho, yeah, he wasn't no good. I mean, not no good, but
He wasn't no
Talk
good in my
about that
opinion,
thing.
100%. Because it's like I didn't think he was talking about his family, because he wants his family to look perfect and freaking like you want to run your kids, you want them to do exactly how you want them to do, and then it pissed me off how his daughter is just horrible, but you want to
he could control the boys better than he could the daughter.
Because like they had a system, right, with the 3 boys, and then 8 years later, here come a baby girl, and it's like they just like whatever, she just gonna get spoiled. And see, a lot of people they be doing that with them babies though.
Yeah, the babies get away with more than the others.
Yeah,
right.
Because boys are disciplined with the way they ate, you know, who they can hang out with, like all of that. But they didn't do that with her.
Now I liked it their mother. Now she was more of a Christian than the rest of them. I mean, you know, than the majority.
No, seriously, yeah.
I get it, but I judge her off the company she keeps
because of the husband.
Yep.
Judge the mama.
She mad. Yeah. And you met Elijah kept saying he don't even know how his daddy got her because how his daddy is. I was like,
opposite attracts, and she kind of held his feet down a little bit, somewhat, when she would tell him, you know, she would tell him you need to apologize or, you know, to that, or because
it clearly
like
wasn't
when
enough
he got
to
on
me.
him about that sermon, when Elijah said, now, you know, the older people, whatever, they trying to keep us bound down, but when they were our age, they were dropping it like it was hot. And Daddy just had a fit about that.
Because he knew it was true.
Loved it.
Yeah. See, that's what older people will forget what they used to do, but they'll get on the younger generation now. We have to give them some slack. And that's why you have to train them up in the way that they should go when they get older. They'll come back to it.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, I shouldn't be acting like this. I better straighten up. Mama taught me better than that. But for a while, some of them are straight, but just like Elijah did, him and the girl, the one he got pregnant and everything, but he came back and he straightened himself up. But he didn't want to be a pastor per se.
No.
He was doing that for his daddy.
Yep.
Because he kept pushing him. And that's not good.
No.
And I was glad when he was able to walk away and he did that. Was it him who did that last sermon or the brother?
Yeah.
Did
it was him. It was him.
Oh, yeah, because he told the church. Ooh, he put it out there.
He did good, though. I mean, but
he did
at the end. But yeah, he did very good.
You know, that reminds, it's funny because I'm going to say like a week after I had published this, a movie had came out with Jonathan McReynolds on BET. And it's called, I want to say Favorite Son, but it was, when I looked at it, I'm like, dude, this is the same, it was in the church. And
what?
Dad, like, you know, his sons do music, but the dad, he had this whole vision of how he wanted his sons to go into the ministry and do what he wanted them to do. And that does nothing but push them away. And then sometimes they'll fall in line, but they just don't want it, you know. And it kind of happened in there. And that have y'all seen it? Y'all gotta see that.
I haven't seen it.
I ain't even heard of it.
Well, it's on BET Plus. Maybe that's
BET Plus. Okay.
But that reminded me a lot of, because I was like, wow, that's the family. Like that was the family right there. Because that dad, he was definitely doing the same thing. And Emmanuel Senior, like that's all he saw, like this church. My sons are gonna, you know, when I retire, okay, he's gonna be this pastor, you're gonna be this pastor. Like that's how he wanted it. When you can't do that,
that's how he wanted it.
God plans our order, not our parents. But you may have your expectations, which, you know, albeit have your expectations, but if we don't follow that path because we're following God, you can't get mad at that. You know? But people do. They just do. They think they're right. You know, they see things the way they want to see it. And you have this whole envision, and you got to think about it's a whole nother person, whole nother set of thoughts, dreams, everything. They're not gonna align with yours all the time.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that was they did good though, trying to appease their dad for as long as they could.
Oh, they did real good.
They
They
did
old.
100%. Yeah, did exactly what his dad wanted. He's probably miserable. He probably don't even like, yeah. He's probably sad. He probably didn't even want to be in church either.
Right. He still was getting joy out of part of what he was doing, working with the youth, because that was
he liked it.
The preaching part is what he wasn't.
Yeah.
That's not what he wanted to do.
Like he wanted to.
I liked it. The little boy he kept, the teenager he kept when the mama with it, and how he was like
so funny.
Lyrica. Like,
and he say, "That's my baby mama."
Like what? Wait a minute now. You better pay attention to your homework,
right?
Yeah, that was good. How you
That's how the little kids be talking too.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm glad that what's her name, as you call her, the witch, how she came back and how she told everything. That was good.
Who, Dara?
Oh yeah,
about the abortion, about the how that old sister was gonna put everything.
Yeah, the pictures.
Like, if she put that up there, I'd choke her. Lyrica would have. She would have probably went and choked her if that had got out there in the church on the church.
When she told about the dad, I felt like you hate me too. You can't just hate me because your dad did it too. So I still felt like she was a witch. But when she told him about the pictures, I was like, I guess I put she I guess.
Yeah, she was trying to redeem herself because she thought she wasn't gonna get him. She couldn't have him. She felt that.
She probably was still hopeful underneath all that, showing how, good faith or whatever, good measures. No, I still nothing.
I don't know. I don't like her. But I'm just saying she could have put them pictures out there, So I guess I respect that she didn't put them out there.
Yeah.
Right.
But she could have deleted them without even saying anything. You're right. She didn't have to go to him for that. But
you remember when they and they went to the restaurant out to eat with this is like really toward the end.
Oh yeah, well she Dana
she was there with her family. She met her. Lyric was there with the mama, the mother-in-law, and they went to eat, and Dara came in there. For what? For what reason?
Well, she was coming to get her some barbecue.
She was just there for the food. She didn't know they were.
But then she went. She didn't have to approach them. Didn't nobody know her.
Dawn,
she wanted to be seen.
The church knew her. No, Lyrica's family didn't.
I'm talking about Dara, the girl. I didn't like.
Yeah, she never met her. She wanted to meet. Yeah, the man heart that she wanted.
Oh yeah,
that part.
Then she brought up the picture.
Why?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know I know about you.
I know, right?
I don't know about you, boo. You wasn't important enough for them to even mention you. But I'm glad you know me. How you doing?
But I tell you, when they broke up, when he found out about those pictures, boy, he really handled that.
Oh man, man, this is what when I pictured it, I was like, I seen that for real, man. Like, it just not letting up until the door open. Like, I was like, oh man, I thought it.
Ooh, he was mad.
Ooh.
She didn't give in to him. She was like, you go believe, I told you my past.
And that was the whole
thought
thing.
It just
that was the whole point.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Don't talk about Babe, because he had freaking nudes and all
we gotta back up then, because all that happened because of
that old sister.
So the dating. The part when she met Savannah. You remember she didn't want to meet the family because she felt like she wasn't good enough, and you learned about her mom's past and like her dad, what happened to her dad and stuff, and then he met her people.
Her mama loved him,
right? Her mama, her friends at the game night.
Oh, when they had the game night?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the game night. It was so funny.
Yes, that was fun.
I was thinking on my
there again, they bought wine and stuff.
We're not supposed to act like we know him because she always talking about him. I was like, oh man, they just go.
I love them. Wait, they always put her on blast. Like they don't.
Yeah.
They're always embarrassed. I love that.
You know his name. I was cracking up. I was like, I saw that because people be doing that, man.
Like, we're not for the for the last 2
And I liked her mother. Her mother did not play. Yes, and she was like, if you hurt my baby, hey.
She gonna tell her baby she gonna tell her baby that she wrong, but she ain't gonna tell it in front of you. I was like, yeah, I love her.
Exactly.
She wrong.
She will let you know, but I ain't gonna let them know. I'm gonna let them know. I love her too.
Like, she had good.
And at the end, when she told the pastor too, she went over to that house. Oh no, don't let me come back.
She went off after they just said I'm sorry and everything. She was like, well, since we in the yeah, she's like, I don't care what you said right now. I know what you said. So let me
it wasn't all that.
That trash word. She said, you got me. Oh man, she went off. I love her. It's like, yes, she would have went off on the lady just like I would have. The witch.
Ooh, she would.
Mama Joe or Mama. I don't even remember. Yep. I was like, yes. I wish she was there.
She don't play by her baby because after all that they've been through.
They've been through a lot.
She's like, that's so sad. So it's like you with someone for 4 years and their family is accepting you or whatever, but he passed away and now it's just like F you.
Just like
it's your you think that's how he would feel? You think like he loved her and his kid.
Like she already got kicked out of her house, and then like she thought she was good, and then something like that happens, and it's like you're supposed to, embrace them more, like
exactly.
Like they lost them just as much as you, like
right. And
he wasn't even around y'all that much. He was because y'all claimed to accept, but they were living together, like
yeah. So so it was just like the bits and pieces that made her feel like she wasn't good enough, because like I know, like personally, like it's parts of your life that happen, things that happened before you, and things that you had no control over, things that but it always picks at the part of, okay, well, they didn't want this, or they didn't want me, or this and that, and it makes you feel like you're not good enough, or you did something wrong when you didn't. But she kind of had that thing that was like always in her ear. So imagine like that, like own blood rejecting you, and then you have this family that's like up here in your mind. She liking him, but she's like, man, I don't know about your family, because like she know what that feel like, and she didn't want to. Eventually she was gonna have to, but she kept
postponing it, because that's hard, because it's like even people that did love her, like they the men died on her. Like I know that they can't help it, but I'm just saying, like, that still hurt, regardless if you rejected me or you died. Like y'all still left me. Like I was like, you know what? I probably would have had some big hoes. I mean, some days like her too, because it's just like be free too.
It was a lot. So she had her layers, and she finally she didn't agree to it, but he was like, look, I done met her family. I'm not gonna do the parents, but bring the coolest people in his family to her.
Yes. He's like, let me go get this food. Like that.
I would have been kind of upset at first, like she was like, hey, what y'all doing here? Like, what y'all doing?
I love how she said, is anybody else coming?
Right?
that would be my question for real. I need to know if I need to leave. It's all coming.
But see, and then the women, like, she wasn't the only one drinking. Like, the men did drink, obviously, but Savannah, like, I think she would be like the perfect person, to kind of let her have something in this family. You know what I mean? Because Courtney was just like,
oh, she kept it real. She was like,
she was here, and he was like, why you keep scaring her? You making them seem like they, because you know how your family is. Like, stop with the
right.
Stop.
She wasn't trying to sugarcoat nothing,
Exactly.
Because she gonna meet them, and if she gonna feel this way, and she gonna see them acting that way, so let me go ahead and let her know now.
Yeah, let me let her know how I feel about it. Since I didn't got married into this too, so she's like, this one cool, but this one I stay away from.
Right, like that was
crazy.
That's real though, man.
It's like real life. No one even knew, like, they knew that because usually with Kiki, it was like she always had an issue with like Courtney or somebody. It was like family, so it was people she, you know, knew. So Savannah's like, she's not gonna have no problem with you. She's not gonna say nothing stupid, but it's just fun to watch. Like it ain't on you, right. But you know, she is a handful, but you're new to this, so she ain't gonna say nothing to you, but nobody knew.
That's what I thought was gonna happen too. Woo. But that right there, I didn't see that coming at all.
Then
I thought she was gonna go off on who she normally do. Me going off on,
right? You know? I mean, that was the initial thing.
That was her thing.
His mom. She learned about him dating, and no one's met this girl yet. And it's been months, and no one's met this girl yet. And so she took it upon herself. Like, look, something must be wrong with her, or she hiding something. You know, because his mama don't play about nobody with her kids either. So she
took it upon herself. She don't play. Yeah, she don't play.
One conversation.
She sure didn't check out that sister, her daughter's boyfriend, come bringing them up in the house and sneaking them in and stuff.
With her little nasty tail. They can't do that with her.
When he told off on Lyrica's ex-boyfriend told off on her, I was like, I figured she had done something like that. Like when they was out of town, we was all up in the office, in the bedroom, just getting. And I showed them the pictures.
He recorded.
I love that. I was like, yes, just do it off GP.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I should think like that. I was like,
no.
Just send it to daddy.
See that.
Right.
Sorry.
But it was a tool for him to keep her in line, I think, to keep her away from Lyrica and say, if you put them pictures out there, I'm gonna show your parents, I'm gonna put your stuff out there.
That's way worse.
How that feels.
Way worse.
Yes.
Than what he had. But
all up in their house, you nasty.
Yeah.
Witch.
I'm telling y'all, that scene with the family at the dinner and stuff. And it's
I saw it all, girl. I saw it all.
I hate it.
I was right though.
Yeah.
You did that.
On edge, swiping away, just looking, just swiping. Like, oh Lord, my poor Lyric. Oh my God, my poor baby.
But she held her own though.
She say, "Oh, you his ex that cheated on him." I say, but you was okay. So we not gonna. Oh, it's just her cheating. Oh, okay.
Wait, and then he came up to Lyric, and he tried to like hold her.
He's like, nah, bro.
Now the scene that was something when he went over to her house and she finally let him in after 2-3 weeks or something.
Let who in?
Seen the pictures, huh?
Let who in?
When Lyrica let Elijah in after he had seen the pictures, and she was like, "Can't you see that ain't me with it?" That was years ago. I don't wear my hair like that and this and that like that. But before that, or when she went into the bedroom and she just left him in the front room, she went in the bedroom. He came in after, and she just got undressed and boobs all out. And then later on, she thought about that thing. I don't know how both of them, even though you were mad, I don't know if I could have got you there.
I was like, I was about to go down. About that.
Wait, he realized it first. She had just put her underwear on, and he put his phone down on her dresser, and she just had her underwear on, and she just happened to look over and see the picture, and she was stunned. But he was looking, honey. He was or something.
Right. Wow.
He was like, can you put a shirt on, like, because
like I cannot talk to you,
right?
That's
I want to be mad.
I thought she was gonna tell him then, look, that ain't me. Now come on here now. You don't see me now. Let's go on, let's do this. This finna be us. Your eyes have seen, the rest of your body might as well see. Let's do this.
You already lusted in your mind. We already, we already seen.
She looked over there and thought he mad, but other things is rising more than his temperature rising.
Right, it was.
His anger rising. Yeah, that was good.
She was excited about it, but then mad too at the same time. And I definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I love it. She was like, I got this tattoo right here. My hair, my nails, like
exactly.
Pointed all that out to him. Like,
can't you see that wasn't me at this? But you wouldn't think about that when you see something like that.
No, I'm not looking at no tattoo, no hair, no nails. I'm looking at all this other
That's
stuff.
your face? And that's
yeah, and then I
that
see
you use
a
with
most
me.
recent picture in your house, so I know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I don't look. I would have thought the same thing. I understand, babe.
But he still went back. Okay, well, what about the other picture? Because I know that was the other day. Like, what about that one?
Right. Yeah, I know that was you. Yeah, it was me. And what was we doing?
Right.
Nothing.
That's sister though. Like, and then Wade was the one who came and checked up on her after all of that happened.
Yes.
Right.
Man. I thought he would go beat him up. Why you didn't let them fight? I don't know. Because he came over there to pastor.
When that time when Wade came over that second time.
Yeah.
When Wade came over that second time and she opened door and there Elijah was.
Oh, they should have been. It should have been some.
But Wade wasn't disrespectful though. Like
no,
he wasn't. I feel like he was like, listen, you got what I want. Like she don't want me.
Yeah.
Like, and I know she changed because she ain't beat me.
They even walked down together, didn't they? Didn't they leave out of the company?
Yeah, no. It wasn't the fact that he was not being disrespectful. It was the fact they was going through. He hadn't been over there. He come over there, and the man in the house, and he had already been over there. She already had a picture of him being over there, and he ain't been over there. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you doing over here? What you doing over here?
She gonna open the door for you and not for me. Oh no, we finna fight. We just finna fight.
No,
I followed you down the stairs.
Wade wasn't disrespectful.
He wasn't fighting.
He was like, man, listen, I came over here because like I was doing something to help her. Like, and then he explained it further. Like, yeah. Like I could see if he was just like, yeah, I'm over here. Then what's up? Like, what you gonna do about it?
He gave that.
Like, he wasn't like that confrontational.
Because like when he came to him, he was like, "Hey, let me talk to you real quick," and then they had the conversation. Because if he would have talked stupid then now he probably got.
Yeah, he would have whipped it. Yeah, right. Pastor would have got hood. But I feel like it wasn't a need for a fight because Wade wasn't. He wasn't confrontational at all.
Yeah.
When did Wade find some sense? When did he find all that sense that he was talking? Where was it before?
After he lost
That's how they beat them cheating men. They just like, dang man, like I really lost it. Like,
he let her forget that she was cheating too. Like he didn't let her forget that either.
Exactly.
But when he was out there talking to Elijah, he was talking all this good stuff, man. Man, you got a good one. She a good woman. She loved hard or whatever he was saying out there. I'm like, who is this talking? Because it ain't Wade. Who was it?
It's like you realized what you had, and they like all the.
I mean, come on now. So y'all gonna act like he wasn't like a great guy before we found out that he was a whore in the last.
I think he was. I think he was a good person with her in a relationship because obviously he was like her main dude.
He was her man. The only one she let do wrong. Like,
but he was doing wrong still. We just didn't know it.
Okay,
I understand that he liked sex with a lot of people. But that was his girl. It's wrong. I don't think he's a great man. I'm just saying he really did have feelings for her.
They had a good relationship. Because she thought that it was all hers, and he was good to her when they were together. She just didn't know that he was with others like she was with others.
That's what I'm saying.
But they got to see who they were, like the real core of each other. They got to see not all the way because she didn't even tell him all stuff for the day.
Right. He didn't really know.
He knew that she had
issues, but not.
Yeah, he didn't see like specific because he didn't push, and she. Yeah, it's hard to talk about like the past and the sad.
She told him enough.
Elijah, like he asked, like he wanted to know all of it, like he wanted to see all of her flaws and everything, but beyond what she already told him. I mean, that's all. And
it's so easy to talk to Elijah because the first date, like after the first date, it's like. I can tell you anything because you didn't you a pastor and you didn't judge me about all the stuff that I'm judging myself about, like I just love him.
After they brought the kids back from the museum and Lyric was talking to Noel and Nina and how Makai, how they went to the movies because he canceled because of this woman and then they called him. Oh my gosh. I was so hurt about that. Oh my gosh, how your daddy? You a kid. And he up there kissing somebody else that's not your mama.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
tongue and
That
down
was a
too.
shocker.
Yes, I'm like, dang, y'all can't get a room, and then
Well, he didn't know they was gonna be there. He didn't know the kids.
Right, Helen, they didn't know nobody was gonna be there.
But he canceled. That was his weekend.
That's so painful for you to
He
cancel
canceled
me
for the weekend.
He canceled for the weekend. It was his weekend to be with her, and then they go out and they see him with somebody else.
Yeah,
that was a shocker for sure.
That's painful.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
And that's why seeing Elijah with Lyric was like that thing. That's like, okay, that's what broke little Kaylee. So
Yeah, my mom and dad used to be like y'all.
Yeah, that was so.
No, it was so sad.
And then talking about like all the kids, you know, all the kids talking about their parents not together, and I never thought that'd be like, you know,
I know it happened to other people.
Y'all gonna make me cry.
I never thought it'd be me.
It is very sad.
Because I've had talks like that. I've heard things like that from my kids, so that's why I was like,
Okay, now we can move a little further. Let's pick it up a little bit.
yeah,
I know, man.
So-
I want to kick Makai, but
I
I
always
didn't
wanted to
tell
kick
y'all
him.
see that. I said, okay, that's fine.
I always wanted to kick his
I ain't
butt.
gotta be proud of me.
When you know how Lyric was so hesitant to meet Dawn, to meet Elijah's mom, the pastor's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then
so
they
she-
become the best of friends.
right,
Yeah.
but she had to step up. Of course, Lyric wasn't going to be the one to say, okay, I'll meet her. No, the mama had to push. Elijah's mom had to push.
Yeah.
Remember when they was in church and then Elijah looked back and his mama
He was like, I seen
said, Lyric, oh,
his
Lord,
mom
Mhm.
or sister or something.
I'm like, what's going on? What's finna happen? What they finna do? But it turned out to be good. They was in there laughing, cackling, and carrying on. It was okay, but it was kind of scary at first, and he was scared too.
he was scared.
Yes.
He was nervous for his woman, for his
I
wife.
love how she whispered, I like her. I was like, oh, this is her. Even though she lived with the devil, you know, I guess she you know, sleep with the devil. That's what I meant to say. She sleep with the devil.
She was living with him too.
Right? Well, she stopped sleeping with him for a little while.
Didn't she know? You heard Savannah say that?
Yeah, because she went over to the daughter's house.
Mhm.
Stayed over there for a little while. I'm like, oh, she making him pay for when she found out
Yeah.
about that portion and stuff he did behind her back.
Killed
and
my
all that.
grandbaby.
Like,
That
uh-huh.
part,
Hurting
like,
my children.
okay, so Elijah was going through this whole little without his what?
No, go ahead. I was waiting. I was finna see if you finna talk about this part. Go.
Oh no, just saying like he was going through like this whole, you know, breakup situation. He not really, you know, like they're not talking to each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently, you know, that conversation she had with her mom, I'm sorry, that was funny. After they did what they did. Even the conversation, I forgot about that. The conversation. Well, I'm talking about like right after the blow up, right after Wade, the daddy told her, like, you know what, you need to take her home and just leave her there. The brother
And she
called her
cried.
trash or something.
Uh-huh.
And then
Mhm.
she went outside and she was really like meditating almost to herself, like, okay, I can't look, I can only control. She was doing really good because they should have got towed up. And then she ended up cussing him out because
Cause he wouldn't
he's
listen.
not listening, like, you don't understand it. I gotta process, I gotta go home. Like he's trying to like, no, we need to she's like, no, you don't want to see this. Like,
So many of them against me, and I can't hold this shit rage in me.
I'm
You
trying-
Right.
need to let
Open
this
the
come out.
effing door. She had to say it like that because he couldn't listen. And I felt that in my chest. Like, I've been trying to tell you to open this door. But apparently me talking calm ain't working. She had to. Sometimes you gotta cuss because people don't be listening.
No, and he was trying, you know, he was trying to do the right thing, but you gotta
I hear you,
let
but
her
I gotta go.
let her do that. Let her do that. And her and not Lyric, but Nina and Noel over there waiting for her. And they are always ready. What you say to her? What you do? Like,
What you do to my
Outrage.
sister? Pastor.
right, Pastor.
And the fight come with that. I was like, yes.
Like, everybody can get it. Okay, you are not exempt.
Right.
You are not exempt.
But
You gotta love them sisters.
that breakup, it was a while, right? It was weeks. that she just didn't want to like even deal with him or talk to him. And then of course, the picture thing happened after he found out about Dara and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's been over like a course of some time where it's just it's like they both know they're gonna be together, but they don't know how they're gonna get past this or how they're gonna get over this little hump. It's not a hump. This is like a little mess.
Yeah,
because it's a lot.
How was they gonna get back together?
He was going through it with and I like how he kind of was letting everybody know I don't want y'all to help me, because the mama wanted to step in. Letitia, I'm like, look, I can, Savannah, we can call her, reach out, you know, like try to like, no, you know, he thought he was gonna handle it and he gonna take his butt to the daggone restaurant thinking that's gonna do something. These men go to the other sisters thinking that they can get to who they want to get to through them.
It didn't work this time. It didn't work this time at all. At all. They weren't even hearing it.
No.
He sounded so secure. He just like, I just really want to know that she's okay. That's all he wanted.
She's not answering my phone calls. I go to her house. I know she in there, but she not.
Because I
hear her phone ringing.
She's like, nah, you one of them. After that, she's like, nah, I'm good on you. Knowing she wasn't. She was just fighting that so hard.
But then the time when her girlfriends came and got her, and they took her do a little outing and riding the go-karts or something. Then they went to the little bar.
Some fun.
There was a little halfway in there. With Wade.
Kiara. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
ratchet. She's so ratchet. I hate her.
Yeah.
Sorry. I shouldn't hate people. I just
like, oh my goodness, of all people to be up there.
But I love what she said to her. She said it, and it needed to be said. She said, if you put them pictures out, I'm gonna put the pictures out of you on your dad bed in his office. In his office, in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she said,
I can't believe she was startled by that. Why? I can't believe it fazed her anyway. It fazed
because you know, like she thought she had something on this girl, but I don't think she realized that she could have gotten access to the same things that she had, because she was just trying to mess up her thing all because of Wade, and she trying to claim this because you ain't finna hurt my brother like that. Yeah, whatever. She didn't think that she had that on her. You know, she would have went on doing all kind of stuff if she.
Oh yeah, she sure would
have that, because she may act disrespectful, but she don't want that. She don't want that out there.
Well, she tough. Lyric. She ain't no softy. She's a tough something. She can hold her own in whatever situation. Right?
We knew we was good right after she said that. I was like, yes.
I like how like Wade know he can't have her. Like he know that's over and done with, but he still like have love for her and respect for her to like make sure she good. So he told her, hey, look, if she ever like, this is what you need to say, because So I was like, you know what, he all right with me, and he didn't want to be with her no more because of what she was doing. They just had to make sure she ain't had nothing else.
Right, talking about don't break up with her right now. I'm like, okay, really?
She crazy. He know his sister.
She is crazy.
He was like, just like, wait till we got everything covered, so she won't have nothing.
But then was it at the end or another time when somebody put the sister out, or she left on her own or something?
Yeah, the mama finally put her out. The mama put her out.
Because she's been put out doing all of that.
Because they found out about the picture. They never saw the pictures, but they found out about their existence and what she was trying to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they met when Dara was at that restaurant. That's how they found out. Well, we found out that they put Kiki out.
Because she was over there with them people.
She needed to be put out. You that grown, you need to be in a house place of your own.
Right.
Yeah,
you can do all that stuff.
Right. Like she just
bringing the man in, heading up the stairs. What you?
Right.
You better sit down here with everybody else.
Always high. She always doing something. So how did he get her back? Get
her back.
He got in front of the congregation and said some stuff. Put it all out there. A word. He just like, listen, I love her. This is my wife. God told me this was my wife. Now my dad, he may think, and my brother, they may think she's, but it doesn't matter. It matters what God said to me. And if I listen to what my family said, just because, I'm not gonna be happy, and that's not what God wants for me. And I just love him so much, like Sadiq too. Like I just love him. Like y'all don't understand.
She love everybody.
No. I've never loved nobody as much as I love him. Elijah, he's just perfect.
I don't have time for Talisha. She just said Sadiq.
Right.
I'm like, hold up, girl, wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been in love with Sadiq for years.
No, that's it. It's still about the year.
What I loved about his sermon was he had to start at the beginning. He didn't just end with, this is my wife and my daddy did this and that. He had to start at the beginning. He had to show them, what the Bible says and how your parents, they raised you to do the right thing, not, straight. You know what I'm saying? On the path, and then you got God. You got your parents, then you got God. You know what I'm saying? And when you get old enough to know right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to follow what God is telling you to do. He didn't throw his family. He really did not throw them under the bus. Even though he called them out, he didn't throw them under the bus. And that's what I liked about it. He was still classy. He was in the church. And then at the end, when he called out his wife, I was like, oh my gosh, the smile on my face from the beginning to the end of that sermon, actually from the beginning and end of this book. But right here, I was like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. So beautiful.
You admiring my man a little too much, but I mean, it's cool.
What was too much?
I say you are admiring my man a little too much, but it's cool.
Jesus, help her.
But I was wondering, at one point I thought, did he call and tell Lyrica's mama to have her watch the?
No.
I know. Then I said, no.
His friend.
It just so happens, it just got set up like that. That she was over there and she just turned the iPad on or whatever it was and saw the sermon.
Her mama saw her phone. She had so many notifications.
Yes.
Yeah. And she was like, let's watch it. She didn't want to.
Of all times, she watched that, and that was the sermon. That was the what did you call it? Proposal.
Sermon and proposal. Yes. Yeah. All in one.
And she said, how you gonna propose to me?
My God.
In front of the world. Like,
yes.
So she had to
love her.
She had to marry him. And that wedding night, Lord. That wedding night, my goodness. They could barely make it across the threshold.
Oh. I was like, whoa, we ain't get none of this. Whoa, I wasn't prepared. I was like, you know what? It's gonna be so classy, and we just not gonna get no scenes. When I say, I was like, oh. But look, wait, before that, Talisha, but the book by itself, while you're reading it, you ain't thinking about that. You ain't thinking about I show like it's so good. I wasn't prepared. But right. You're right. I wasn't thinking about it. I was not prepared for that.
But then at the end, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, Talisha. At the end, that's all it was.
I was like, dang, soon as she clocked the door, she ripped his pants off.
Wait, hold up, wait. So
what?
Okay, so when she accepted this proposal, right?
Mm-hmm.
In front of the mamas. Mm-hmm. And then they were at the dress fitting. And her people calling her out, like, bro, what's going on? Like, why y'all getting married so fast?
She said, I was laughing so hard.
Like, you're not pregnant, so what's like, what
is
they
about
can't
to
wait to do the nasty.
Right.
But nah, the actual words of what they said was hilarious. I was cracking up.
Girl, they had waited. They had been testing their patience all this time with this touching and kissing and hugging and all of that. Of course, they couldn't wait.
But I didn't think that would be the first thing.
Yes, it was the very first thing.
I did not think. I thought that would come later.
They had a few hours.
Me too, man. Y'all didn't wait all this time. I thought they were good. We was gonna get no action.
At their wedding, it was nice and sweet. You know, what's her name? The baby girl Kaylee, you know, she talking about she don't think she ever gonna get married. She on 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's so sad, man.
All these moments, and finally, like Elijah's brother Ezekiel, that was a surprise. He didn't know he was gonna be doing the wedding. You know,
Right.
Small thing. They enjoyed that. They were with their family. It was perfect. They had that. They had all these months before. They had 4 hours or so. We already married. It's on. Like, ain't nothing else. Like,
I guess they wanted to see who can make the other one come first. If that's what the game was, I think that was the challenge.
Maybe so.
She won.
But why they didn't have the regular sex first and then it went straight to oral? Like, my goodness.
Mel said, why they couldn't have regular sex first?
Why they couldn't have regular missionary sex?
First off, that is regular. That comes with it. But
he closed the door. She jerked his pants.
She wasn't playing. She only been with
raped
like what?
She truly raped him.
She said she raped.
That's not right. He was ready.
He
was ready, of course.
Then
he lifted her all up.
Oh man,
wasn't playing.
He was
and he was like, "Oh, this is my wife. Wait a minute, this is what I got." Like, yeah. And then
I ain't got to teach him nothing.
He
they
did
was playing
his thing.
They was
He tried to walk off.
They sure was. That's what I was saying. One trying to make the
you're not gonna outdo me, boo. Where you going?
I know. Like, oh, you think that's really? And then he did what he had to do, and she was like, "Wait, you ain't telling me."
Like, hey, I wasn't expecting that.
And she had no panties on. At the wedding.
I be trying to act like we don't know that she been nasty.
Come on.
She just she stopped for a little bit.
It's still weird.
Be nasty with.
Like I said, he didn't have to teach her nothing. She
nothing.
But she thought she was gonna have to teach you.
She did.
Well, like he said,
held his own.
He had some women too, so.
Oh yeah, he wasn't no virgin. He wasn't new. He was not
knew some stuff.
Forgot how to do it. You thought what?
Nah.
She say, "I'm about to get pregnant. Your mouth, is huge, and I'm about to get pregnant." I was like, "Yeah, you surely is, girl.
Both of you.
You about to have twins tonight."
He said tonight.
All in the car, the mom and them looking at him.
Yes, I'm like, y'all can see y'all at y'all house. I understand if y'all like far from the house and y'all just gotta have it right now. I get that.
To close the garage door.
I was like, oh man,
no,
they nasty. I like it.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
that was good.
They both hit the jackpot for real.
They sure
really
did.
Listen, ain't no cheating gonna be going on.
Oh no, nah,
ain't none.
She couldn't help but get pregnant. All that was going on.
All that.
This man said 5 kids. Where?
Yeah, that was good. Book was good.
Yes, it was. It touched everything.
Everything. It's senses. So real, and it's
definitely
the
real.
daddy apology.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
the dinner.
She got a stepdaddy too. I forgot about him, Omar.
Omar.
That's what I was saying earlier.
He shook his head and looked at him in his eyes.
Yeah, that mama, she told him off, and I was glad.
I guess I can respect it because a lot of people, but I mean, I get why he did it too, though, because it's like now you done lost your wife too. but like some people still be stubborn, like, and he swallowed that and he apologized.
Oh yeah, she broke him down now. She did.
And it was so much that like even Savannah said, like, I'd been in this family for years. I've never seen him do anything like this girl. And I don't like him still. Don't.
Me either.
Don't, never will. But I respect that, man, because a lot of people just can't even do that. Like, you are already a horrible person. You can't even apologize for being the devil that you is.
I feel like that sermon though. That sermon, remember his mom had told him,
put it on repeat for him.
Right.
every morning. I was like, yes.
Eventually, he started like actually actively listening to it. You know.
Yeah, he stopped cutting it off.
So it may have.
Still don't like him, but yeah.
Let him know, like, hey,
I don't like him, but I mean, he okay. I'm gonna say that because everybody makes mistakes, and yes, he was a hypocrite. You know, what he lived in front of people, he didn't live it behind closed doors. And maybe it took this to happen with his son for him to realize, you know, you need to get right. You need to start treating everybody the way they're supposed to be treated, and not having yourself on this high horse, you and your family. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this was something that had to happen to open his eyes. So I mean, I'm willing to give him another chance.
How you on this horse?
He ain't had no sex. And his wife cut him off. It had nothing to do with his son. Like, you, whatever.
Not good enough for you. Know what, Ashley? I just want to reiterate. It touched every sense. It was giggly. It made you smile. It was serious. It made you want to cry. I don't know if anybody shed a tear or whatever.
You want to whoop somebody.
Made you want to fight. I mean, everything. It touched every part.
Church.
Yes. And I loved it. And that's why I said I think all of your other books are off. They really are. But this one, it just seemed like it was, I don't know. Just
did your thing, girl.
I'm right. It was everywhere. Yes. You are growing. You are growing. You did so good. And I'm so proud.
Thank you.
I'm reading it again.
We are proud of you. Keep it up.
I read it in a few hours, and I just gotta. I feel like I just gotta get it again.
Okay.
So well,
I did read it 2 times. I just have to put that in there, and I just felt like when I read it the second time, I felt the same way I felt the first time. It was just good. I was like, man, after you read something the second time, you think, okay, this is going to come up. No, it was like, it was still exciting. The second time around, it was just beautiful. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I just read it one time because as I read, it might take me 3 days, 4 days, because I got to get my characters together. Each person. I got to put a face, a body, the whole 9 yards, dress them, everything.
Yeah.
And as I read, I can see them doing whatever it is they do. And it was awesome. Great. Can't wait for the next one.
Who your favorite character? The youth pastor.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now youth pastor.
Elijah. He's just so perfect though. Like, and it's just like to be in that type of environment, and it's just to have that person as your dad, and you just be, because they are so judgmental, like to be around that and just it's not in you, and it's just I just love that. Like he just make me like so hopeful to like it's just he's just perfect. Like I don't know how to, oh man, because it's like you a pastor, but it's like you so approachable and you just so you're not judgmental at all. And it's like Lyric got some stuff, like, and she laid it all out like first day, and he just loved her.
Well, we just only heard one thing of his, though, per se. Bad thing, if you want to call it bad.
Right.
But he got some skeleton.
He is perfect. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care what y'all say. Because he's a perfect human to me. Like, not what I'm saying is, yes, I guess you could say it was bad how he reacted, but it's like that's the first thing. That's how you gonna react if you see that. Like, he was just so real, and I just love him so much, and he's just bae, like everything about him.
Well, I think that was the time that seeing those pictures was about the weakest point, I think, maybe per se, as a how his reaction.
He's human. He gave a regular reaction, a normal reaction.
Yeah, he did. He was mad. He was fighting mad. Now he was.
Bam.
I love it, man. It was so real. Like
he really went off on her, though. You know.
How though? He just asked questions that he felt like he already knew the answers to.
Right. That's the problem.
Okay, but some people wouldn't even go to ask no questions because they feel like they just super know. He went there. And okay, whatever. I just think he's perfect. So it's like it don't even matter what y'all say. I'm gonna have a rebuttal.
Oh my God,
so we could be here all day. So
stay tuned for Lyrica, Elijah, and the kids.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I know, man.
So you said who your favorite character was, Melon? Did you have one?
I'll say Lyrica, since I can't really say Elijah. So
you can if you want to. Don't
want to step on her toes.
Thank you, cause Bridget always
we
trying
ain't
to step
sharing.
on my toes, man.
So we
Always trying to take my man.
I like the mama too. I like the both mothers.
Me too.
Kenny was funny. I like her. And she called her out. She don't,
yes.
She let her child know, like, you wrong. Nah, you was flaunting. You was telling me about the little men. Don't be acting like
don't be acting like you. I ain't forgot.
Like like you said, Delisha, she would definitely. It's like I can talk about my kids, about whomever, but don't you talk about them.
Right.
Yes, I love it.
So that was her. She would not let you cross up her door. Like, Pastor, whomever. She told him, no. Yeah, you don't want none of this. Don't go there with my baby.
What about you?
We already know it's not my man, but you ain't got to say nothing negative about him. Okay, go ahead.
It's so hard to have a favorite character when there's just so many in this book. I mean, like, to just pick one. I mean, to start with Lyric, from where she came from to where she is now, she has grown so much. So much. Her life has changed. The way that she lived it, you know what I'm saying? Her talk is totally changed. So she was one of my favorites. And of course, Elijah, definitely he's anybody's favorite. I mean, because he is a pastor and he didn't throw judgment around. He welcomed the differences that they had. He welcomed her being so open and honest with her past. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else that he met was so like fake or wanted to show only the goodness. You know what I'm saying? So he really enjoyed that with Lyric. And I also like Ezekiel and Savannah and of course Nina. Everybody just played a good role. A supportive
they did.
Role
the roles were good.
So I don't know. I just really don't have a favorite. Everybody was so on one accord, if I could say. It was just great. I loved it. Love.
Me too.
So Miss Renee, we know that you're the author and all. And you don't
you did amazing. We love it.
Thank you.
Okay. You don't have a favorite character, but what do you have to say? Do you want us to get from these characters or something?
I feel like y'all got it, because my whole thing was about people's perspective on the church people, because we get a lot of bad rep from certain people who are seen more than the ones that are actually doing the real work of God, and then they judge the entire just religion or spiritual relationship. And I wanted a pastor who wasn't
Elijah. And
I just wanted somebody who didn't judge other people. I wanted somebody that would allow you to be yourself, like your unclothed self, like just, you, all your flaws, and knowing that, you have your own walk with God. Everybody does. You can't judge people. We're not supposed to do that. But a lot of pastors do. And I just wanted to create somebody who wasn't like that, but who can also be respect, like he is up with that regard, because he does do the right things with his own life, and he tries to make sure he put God first, and he just lives right, but he's not going to put you down for like having a sip, or he's not going to put you down because you said a cuss word, or like people like hell for everything you do. But no, because that's not your thing to say. You can't tell me if I'm going to hell or not. You're not God. You can't tell me what's in my heart or whatever just because of what you saw me do or what you know from my past. So I wanted him to be like that, but I wanted him to be surrounded by those people that are like that.
Right.
Because we are not always our parents. And I wanted him to have, like, how you'll have a parent that's like this, but their life is literally showing you what you don't want and what you don't want.
Right.
And then you actively become opposite of that. So that was him. And then with Lyric, I would just wanted her to had that pastor. I wanted like I wanted her to like have something that she really felt like she couldn't have. She really felt like she wasn't good enough for that type of person or his family. And I wanted, to be seen like, it don't matter what you've done in your life. Everybody can change if you want to change, and she wanted to, and she made those different. She's still her at the core. She's still, funny, silly, say crazy stuff, whatever. But she just try to.
And she's still nasty, just with her husband.
Yeah, she sure is.
Nothing defiles, the bed of a man and wife. So, she's still going. All the stuff she learned that she had got from all the other people, she got in one man, and she, she gonna make him happy. So yeah, I just wanted that. I just wanted people to see like, yeah, people can be judgmental, but it's not the end of all things, just choose your people, but yeah, so I really love Elijah, man. Like, I don't care. Like, I made him, he's mine, but I really, no.
How you gonna do like that?
No, but seriously, because even with like people like Wade, you would think he's a certain type of person because he did what he did, but like everybody just have their things, they have their moments, they're not always in this.
Everybody got some good in them.
Right.
I don't want Wade though.
No, but I'm just.
But I know what you said.
But it's like, yeah, I just wanted to create like the process of changing, because we all saw what she was in other books. So this was like seeing like, okay,
people can change.
And then also the whole divorce thing with kids. I just wanted to,
that's so hard.
See that, but then also have like him, because Elijah can be an asset, being a pastor,
I can see him.
Kids, and he's good with children, and he, understands that he can talk to them and relate to them, and like I wanted like to add another part to their whole big family. So
I see him being a counselor, like right. For children,
right? So he'll still have like that position in the church. He just won't be. He was setting that up. Hey, so I know these people are in their secondary school.
Couple of them graduating in a minute,
right? He was
be glad to preach,
and they want to preach. They love it,
right? He just
I don't know. That spotlight. Might not.
He didn't want that spotlight because he see what it was with his brother and with his dad. Like he just like, nah. But I do want to be a part of the church. I do want to be a part of youth, but not that part. And another thing, like following your parents' journey or path laid out for you, and knowing it's not really what you want. He did it for a certain amount of time, realized like, nah, it really ain't what I want. So I like that he was able to make the decision like, Dad, I'm not doing this no more, even though his dad wanted at first.
Good job.
Bravo.
Yes.
Bravo.
Yes. Thank you for this.
Very
So
good. Very good.
Awesome. All right. So that was May's book of the month, Not Good Enough for You by
5 stars. 5 stars.
Definitely 5. No,
Definitely 5.
Elijah.
Yes. Good book.
All right. Well, that's all we got. We out, y'all.
Okay, ladies.
all right.
Good
Love
seeing you.
y'all.
Looking forward to the next one.